What are we in the mood for here? Well, what I can do while I'm waiting for someone to show is I can be like, ugh, continue the tradition of opening my episodes by complaining. Specifically, police, no cops at Pride. There were two prides in Baltimore that I went to. There's more than two prides in Baltimore. There's like the entire month is packed. Like, oh my gosh, if I weren't disabled, I would be having so much gay in Pride Month. Like, they had things at a park, they had things at another park, but there were two like big parades and block parties. And I went to both of the parades and the start of one of the block parties. First block, both of them were like held in my neighborhood. So I saw the first block party on my way home and was like, that's too many people. It's too hot. I'm dying. I'm gonna go home. Uh, but the second time, I went to the second one, which was Baltimore Trans Pride. I went to yesterday, and I was debating whether to just go home and try to drag my friends upstairs and like make them food or something, even though my apartment was a mess because I was kind of tired. I was hot. But as we're approaching my home, well, let's roll back 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks ago, during like the concert at the block party, some gal broke up with her girlfriend or got harassed by a guy or something and maced him, which led to a panic in the crowd, which led to someone releasing tear gas. The police deny that it was them, but everyone who was down there is like it was the cops. So like, hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah. Caused a little stampede. A few people got injured. Actually, led to, and then there was like the party continued. Like there were thousands of people at the Pride event, that Pride event, and like it was shoulder to shoulder up and down the street, and then they went to like the bars after, and the party kept going into the AM. Near our apartment, they had like a little mini riot because some cops tried to make them disperse, and they weren't like visitors; they were like neighborhood people. And so they were like, "Yay, the party's done. Let's go home." And then they're almost home. They're like, "Actually, we want to keep partying, and we're almost home, so we'll just like hang out on the street corner like we do during the day when we don't have work." And cops were like, "You need to go home. The event's done." And there was a back and forth, and they ended up doing like an impromptu, and like one of the vendors got involved, and they did like an impromptu twerking competition on the back of a vendor's truck. It was the gayest little riot I ever seen. It was great. Uh, but that was that. And then apparently, internationally, there have been reports of potential terrorism against Pride events, which put the cops on edge or something. And so, long story short, after the parade, and we're making our way back towards my apartment with me and a bunch of my friends, the police have the road right in front of my apartment cordoned off. And they're like, nope, someone's passed out. Nope, you can't go through. You have to go around. And I'm just like, I'm trying to get to my apartment. They're like, you'll have to go around. I'm like, my apartment right there. And they're like, well, you'll need to wait. And I'm like, that's my apartment. I can't go to my apartment and you won't tell me why. Just rudest little shits. So I go around, throw my back out. My back is still hurting me today. Thanks, Baltimore City, for, pushing a disabled woman beyond her limits because you can't let her walk to her apartment. And it was fine. I actually had a good time. I ended up just sitting in a chair by the edge of the block party, and then lots of people in the neighborhood were like, "Oh my gosh, we recognize you. We thought you left," because that happens every time I go out. People are like, "We thought you left," and I'm like, "No, I work, and then I get done with work and go, it would be lovely to take a nap," and then I get up with the nap, and I'm like, it's getting late. I would love to just play a video game or stream, and then it's time to go to bed. And in this way, I don't leave my apartment for 2 weeks at a time. It was great. We had some lovely conversations. They named 21st Street after Ia Dammons, who does like a trans charity here that like provides shelter for, and it's like a get on your feet halfway house thing for trans folk. It's great. They do a lot of other stuff too. They're real lovely. And then this morning, I get to read the newspaper and learn that they found a suspicious object that turned out to be nothing malicious. Like cops just like saw a dildo or something and freaked out and shut down the block. And like I'm annoyed because my back hurt. I ended up having a good time, but like there's bars on this block, right? Like one of the owners of one of the bars told the newspaper that they weren't able to open for 3 whole hours. And it was like when we were walking there was discussion in my friend group about whether we would stop at that bar on our way home. Right? Like I'm sure there's other people there. Like there was like crowd walking this way from the parade to the block party, and like what I'm saying here is the Baltimore City Police Department owes Dutch Courage at least $5,000 in lost business. Pay up. And somebody should, and no one's here to tell me what language to pick. No, I spent like 7 minutes rambling. Grr. I did Japanese last time, so it's English this time. No song. I have a sore throat. Talked to too many people the other day. Okay. All right, we were looking for that forest, weren't we? We are setting out for Kiev Mok. Investigate Kiev Mok Woods to the west of Heliard. Okay, so we do need to go west. It turns out it didn't actually fix anything. I just got a few more life bottles, and then we're broke again. Yay! Can you believe the prices at this shop? Oh my god. How am I, a 15-year-old girl, supposed to get anything done with this money? Okay. So, forests west.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Don't get cocky.
Yay! So we looked up there. We looked up there a bunch. There's a lot of forest west, so we have a lot of places to look.
100 years before you can beat me.
Because you've lived a lot longer, right?
Not exactly.
Yuri, over 100 years old. Okay. I guess we aren't this far west. We can get across to... No? Unless I can leave through a different entrance, through a different exit. Hi, babe. Bye, babe. Hey, bro. Bye, bro. Good evening, madam. Hey, girl. I got to work with these like two really old trans gals and trans pride who are just like, I presume they're trans gals. They might have been just there to have fun, but they gave me like elder vibes, and they were so adorable. There, I think that's where we're going. That looks foresty. It's just, oh my god, I loved seeing like people who looked transition and they're like in their 70s and 80s. It's such a great idea that the future can be. Kievmok, we found it! Yay!
I had no idea trees this big existed.
Whoa!
Yeah, but it doesn't exactly look healthy for them to be this overgrown.
It's just like you said, Carol. It's like what happened at Heliord when the Blastia went berserk.
Be careful! There's somebody here.
This guy.
Hey, what a coincidence! What the hell are you doing in a place like this?
You know, out for a forest stroll, taking in the nature.
Stalking you.
Something smells fishy.
What? Where's my welcome?
You didn't think we'd honestly be glad to see you, right?
Ah, you don't mean that. I can come in handy, you know.
You're not thinking of coming with us, right?
Of course. It's lonely being out here all by my lonesome. What? No dice?
You'd better watch your back. If you try anything funny, you're dead.
Hey, you don't really think my story stinks that bad, do ya?
Yeah, the stench is sort of coming off you in waves.
Really?
I can't take responsibility for what I'll do if you make any sudden moves. Don't forget that.
Okay, Raven, tell me about yourself. Got an Earth Heart. Yuri keeps using a lot of stuff, so you can come in.
I know there's not much point in bringing it up again, but this guy's really fishy.
Yeah, how long's he planning to stick with us anyway?
Does he even have a good reason for being in Cave Mock?
You heard him, old man. Spit it out.
Huh? I'm gonna stick with you guys as long as need be. And as for my reasons, I thought I told you. I'm on a mission of self-discovery.
You said you were out for a forest stroll, taken in the nature.
Oh, I did?
If I had a memory that bad, I'd want to find myself too.
There you go.
Really fishy. Really, really, really fishy.
I love Estelle's, like, uncomfy look. It's just like, I'm gonna try and smile and give the benefit of the doubt. Because something ain't right here. Missed.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
Fireball!
protect me while I'm casting.
Oh, all right, all right. This is my style.
Flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Full power that tries
All my
soul
heart.
shine. Photon. Flickering blaze burn. Fireball.
Hey!
Pretty good for a dog.
Thank you, thank you.
It seems that you are magic. So you replaced Rita. Which means you never joined the party. Oh no, Birdie.
Let's work together.
Just stop pushing him.
Oh, dim of this modest land.
Knock him around.
Power that shine. Photon. Oh, dim of this modest land. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Soul shine. Fireball. I got your weak spot. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Try soul.
Don't get in our way.
Oh, don't mind me. Do whatever you came to do.
We're here to do a ritual human sacrifice. And we're so glad that you came along. Because we were kind of worried that we'd have to kill Carol. But now that you're here, we can kill you instead. Yay!
What should we do about him?
Do you know any tricks that'll convince us you're worth keeping around?
Do I look like some kind of street magician to you? Hey, you. Come here a second.
What? Me?
Huh? What do you want with Carol?
Yeah, you a nonce.
Ah! Don't just leave me here!
Show him what for, kid.
Why me? Okay, this isn't funny anymore.
Should be any minute now.
Ah!
It exploded from the inside.
What did you do?
You just wait for them to let their guard down, give them a little poke, and then bam!
Jeez, I bet you're great at parties.
Rita, I don't think he was making a sex joke. Or at least I didn't until you said that. Oh my god.
I suppose that was good enough.
Really?
Estelle, it went right over Estelle's head. Everyone else was like, really? Sex joke here?
Yes.
All right.
Hey, you mean I passed? I can stay?
Are you kidding?
It'll be much easier to do things to him if we keep him nearby.
What do you mean, things?
Hadn't thought about that.
Okay, just got a little chill up my spine.
Well then, Mr. Raven, after you.
Right.
After you, Mr. Raven. Yeah. Ah! It's just like Han with the housefly. Go away, don't touch me, stay back! Carol, Carol, it's okay, it already flew away. It did. Alright, let's keep moving. Captain Carroll seems a little different than usual, doesn't he? You think? He seems like his usual spaced-out kid self to me. No, something was different about him. Carroll I knew before would have been peeing his pants or running for his life if something like that happened. Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. Wow, bugs! A giant swarm of them! Watch out! Ah, stay away! Stay away! Freaking... What? Rita, have you just been carrying mace in your pocket the whole time? Hey, what do you... my eyes! Yeah, no, but Raven, love. I maced myself in the face as a kid. Like, I'm here to inform you that that pain is going to last for hours. Because it's giving you a little something to keep away the giant swarms of bugs. Oh, it's bug spray. I don't believe it. I thought I was gonna die. Carol, you're really afraid of bugs, aren't you? Who, me? Not at all. It's okay, Carol, you don't have to pretend. Here, take this. Aspio brand insect spray. The best to keep the bugs away. You don't mind? Not at all. Just make sure not to spray it near any people. It can sting. So I'm not a person anymore, am I? Yeesh. You were never a person, Raven. We're sorry to inform you. You have always been a cockroach. Carol learned the bug breath base art. Yay. Also, I'm tired of looking at you.
Wow, Carol. When you freak out, you really freak out.
Come on, everyone has a few things they're afraid of, don't they?
Not me.
Now, Genius Mage. It's not nice to lie. Even old Raven's got his own fears.
What are you afraid of, old man?
I'm afraid of pretty girls.
What?
Yeah. Rita, it's better to come clean. That way we can help you out.
Like anyone needs your help. I can take care of myself just fine.
Her type always has some of the worst fears.
Yeah, whatever.
Abandonment. That looks like something I don't want to deal with. We're not Sorker eating these guys. Hey, do you mind, first aiding me? Thanks. Okay. I need Rudolph back.
We performed marvelously.
Yeah. Sure. Try to be careful. Those botanical abnormalities are being caused by the air here. There's a good chance there are pockets of excess air all over the place. Yeah, too much air can have negative effects on people in Blastia. Taking in a lot of air causes your metabolism to speed up, and that'll make you more tired than usual. Wow, you know more than I thought. Huh? That's just common sense. I'd expect people to know about air's effects on the human body. I didn't think it was common knowledge that Blastia can become supersaturated as air if used improperly. Nah, anyone who deals with Bodhi Blastia should know all about it. Actually, I'd never heard about it until Rita mentioned it. You gotta quit slacking and hit the books, kid. A stock. Yay, orange gel. I'm going to preemptively use that on you. I'm also gonna...
Leave it to me!
Origin of this modest land. Oh, power that tries soul shine. Blaze burn. Fireball. Oh, power that flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Ow. Ow. Oh, power that tries soul shine. Come on, Rita. Snap out of it. Help me out. Foul affliction. Be gone. Recover. Holy power, come to me. First aid. Holy power, come to me. Nice hits, flickering blaze, burn. Fireball.
Birdie, why? Yeah, you should be easier.
We'll destroy them in no time.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn. The dog looks really hurt. Oh, flickering blaze, burn. Fireball. I found your
Yeah, we're done.
Ow! Welcome back to the party, Yuri. I think I'm not having a choice but to go down.
Let's work together. Oh, din of this
Come on,
modest
Wind.
land.
Knock
Holy
'em
power,
around.
come to me. First aid.
Come on, Wind. Knock 'em around and cut 'em down. Windblade.
Photon. Ha.
I don't want to jump! Oh my god.
Come on, Wind. Knock 'em around.
Oh, din of this modest land. Oh, destroy this soul shine. Photon. Nice hits, oh, din of this modest land.
Come on, Wind.
No way. Oh, power that tries soul shine.
Hey, help me out when I'm casting.
Leave it to me!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn. Holy power, come to me. You're done. First aid.
Come on, Rita. Snap out of it.
Come on, Wind. Windblade.
Oh, din of this modest land. Recover.
Come on, Wind.
Holy power, come to this land.
Put out your hand. Like this?
Yay!
Yay! I think I am a little slow in my thinkies right now. Yeah, okay, this is the loop. I'm going to just that place again. So we need to just cap everything off. And we have a lemon gel. We're out of... We are out of orange gels already.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn. Yeah, fireball. I found your weak spot. Oh, flickering blaze, burn. Fireball.
Take this.
Rah! Ow! Resound! Oh, go to the shop and buy more orange shells. Ow! Resound! Oh, hit up the inn while we're at it.
We'll destroy them in no time. Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Find your weak spot! Power that tries to flickering blaze, burn!
Yuri, do your job! Yuri!
Okay, let's go.
That's one heck of a Blastia, just kind of draped over the city. Hey there, Inn. Da-da-da. 60%, 30%. See, that makes this worth 2 of these. That's 500. No. Dun dun dun. Okay.
Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot! Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze!
That was easy.
Good.
Don't get sloppy! Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
not great. I'm not quite sure why we're having trouble with those fights. It really shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Let's work together. I'm using
Everyone here is weak to fire.
Flickering blaze burn. Color distribution. I found your weak spot. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball.
Part of it is that you burn through everything extremely fast. Okay. Yuri, I want to start by just... Let's turn off a lot of your most expensive things. Okay. You can Divine Wolf, you can Azure Edge. You can Destruction Field. You can Cerberus Strike, you can Fang Strike. But I don't want you to do any of the other expensive things. Same here. Let's turn off Photon. Okay, all of your stuff's relatively cheap, you're good with it. And you two aren't going to be in the party, so you're fine.
Flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Oh, flickering blaze. Away. Affliction. Be gone. Recover. Destruction. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. I found your weak spot. Yeah, we're done.
Ah.
Our formation's all over the place.
I'm not used to this team.
Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Destroy. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Huh, not bad. Fireball. You're done. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. That's an attack. Destructo pain shot. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. I found your wimps. That was cool. Ooh. You shut up, you.
Oh my gosh, Estelle was hitting on Rita and we was getting teased for it. Oh my gosh. Wait, this isn't the same place at all. This is new. When we fought Triffids that spit poison and kill.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, these guys, there's not sorcerers
We'll destroy
reigning
them in
this
no
place.
time. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Oh, flickering blaze burn. Fireball. You're so gonna make
Get wrecked. Got poison bottles waiting there.
Hey, did any of you just hear a voice?
Ooh,
I wonder where
what's-
you're taking me, matey.
Oh! I know Sahil doesn't like her, but like, I love her. She's so adorable. It's like, oh my gosh, you little dork.
I've heard that voice before.
Patty?
What? Is she a friend of yours?
We've got to help her.
Yeah, just leave it to me.
He hit it. Nice catch.
Yeah? So you're still looking for Ifrit's treasure?
Ifrit?
Yeah, right. Treasure in a place like this? Who gave you that load of crap?
The Map Making Guild. World Cellar tells me all sorts of things. After all, those lads travel all around the world.
Is that why you went to Rago's mansion too? But there wasn't anything there, right?
No, but a story that's 100% believable is all the more fishy.
I suppose that's true.
Except that you're 100% fishy.
Hey, no need to be mean now.
Anyway, I've got to get back to my treasure hunting.
If you keep wandering around all alone, you'll get attacked by monsters again.
That monster didn't attack me. We were playing together.
I don't think the monster saw it that way.
Hey, behind you!
I guess that means she'll be fine on her own.
Will you come with me?
I appreciate the offer, but treasure hunting will have to wait until another day.
That's an awful shame. But nonetheless, I must go. Farewell!
She's gone.
Is she really gonna be okay?
Does she have a crush on Yuri?
She said she'll be fine. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, she's got a gun.
I hope you're right. Still, it's not like worrying's gonna change anything. Come on, let's get going.
I kind of want to try her when she joins the party and see, like, how the gun works. Okay, it's just extremely short range.
We'll destroy them in no time.
Destruction field!
Flickering blaze burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot! Flickering blaze burn!
Destruction!
Starstroke! Flickering blaze burn! Fireball! You're done! Starstroke! Flickering blaze burn! Fireball!
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Next week? But can you really?
Never mind.
A monster in a box. A mimic.
I'm using this! Flickering blaze burn! To me! Fireball! First aid! I found your weak spot! Fireball! Flickering blaze burn! Fireball! Flickering blaze burn! Fireball! I found you. Oh, guess we're done.
Limit bottle, woo! Let's go mad up on the save point. We can't mat up at the save point.
Sorry if I hurt you. Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Take this!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! You're done. Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Oh, power that defies my enemies.
We're done.
Okay, that does not burn it. I thought it might burn it.
Don't get sloppy.
Azure Edge!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Starstroke! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Starstroke!
Yeah,
Up we go through the air-infused tree.
let's get this over with.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot! Power! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Hold on! Come to me! First, oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! You're done!
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Haha. I guess we're not going that way because there's a bush in the way.
Our formation's all over the place! Cowards! I found your weak spot! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot!
Come on, Wind! Knock her around and cut her down! Windblade!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Come to me! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot! Oh, flickering...
That was easy.
Not really. I only have 4 of those left. I'll drop you.
Let's get this over with. Azure Edge!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
Summer Strike!
Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Take this!
To me! Oh, flickering blaze, Pierce Buster! Holy power! To me! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Ha! An exquisite victory!
Yay! A victory! Cures contamination, but that does not give me the things I want.
Don't get sloppy!
I was back to grasshoppers because they can poison us.
I found your weak spot!
Oh, that's also blocked. This really is just like fake non-linear.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I guess you're using too many arts!
Guess I overdid it.
Fireball! Oh, flickering
You can
blaze,
gel.
burn! Fireball!
It'll be 100 years before you can beat me.
Because you've lived a lot longer.
Oh, well, That's not concerning at all. We just had a full heal given to us by the game. I'm sure it's fine. That is fine. I'm sure whatever. Rita is not happy about that. Rita's like, that I don't like. Look at her.
This is the same phenomenon we saw at Heliord.
It's a phenomenon. I don't like phenomenons.
The air is weaker than it was there, but there's no mistaking it.
That monster looks just like the ones that attacked Dawngrest.
Here it comes.
I saved, right? Please tell me I saved. Before we fight Gigalarva. Weak to fire, light, and darkness. Okay. Photon on. Star Strike and Pierce Cluster off. That goes off. Let's get spread 0 on.
Are causing this? Is there any way to quiet the monsters?
We have to get them before they get us.
I hope we only have to kill this one.
Stay sharp.
We'll lose our lives if we aren't careful.
It's figured out my thing. You get it.
Holy power, come to me. First aid. Smile of wavering darkness. Shred zero. 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 Full power that tries. Smile of wavering darkness. Shred zero.
I'm sorry, did you just heal? Shit.
I'm okay. Are you okay? I am so gonna make you hurt.
Cerberus strike!
Sorry. Do it. Are you okay? Smile. Are you okay? Repeat. I'm okay.
It self-healed. Oh my god. Okay. Tell me about your details. So
Take this!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn. Fireball.
I screwed up.
Fireball does more damage, I think.
Blaze, burn. Fireball. Oh, flickering.
Okay, so we try again. I hope I saved. We fireball instead of using that new
They were
darkness
never
attack.
heard from it.
Because that new darkness attack didn't do what I was hoping it does. And I noticed that fireball seems to have paused it.
Is the air causing this?
Is there any way to quiet the monsters?
We have to get them before they get us.
I hope we only have to kill this one.
Stay sharp.
We'll lose our lives if we aren't careful. Pierce fireball. 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 Holy power, flickering blaze. Burn. First aid. Holy flickering blaze, burn. Fireball. Oh, flickering blaze, burn. Fireball. Oh, flickering blaze, burn. Dog looks really hurt.
please.
Okay,
You can't relax yet.
The air is still out of control.
that fight. See, I was like, oh, I'll use my strongest attack it's weak against. But I noticed at the end of that fight, last fight, or the failed fight, that Fireball was stunning it. And I'm like, okay, if I can limit, and I'm regaining limit quickly. So I'm like, if I can limit, I can Fireball, 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 and just stun lock it. And it worked. Repeat is down, which sucks, but we got
I
it.
feel so powerful. The trees, the monsters. It's gotta be the air that's causing this.
There's more of them!
Ah, so this is the end, huh? Farewell, all my dear fans the world over.
I'll make sure your gravestone reads, "Here lies the world's biggest sap."
You're supposed to say stuff like, "We can make it through this together."
Hi, who are you? You just erased the monsters. Hi, friend.
Who is he?
Duke.
Duke. Dukes are never good.
Wait! What is that sword? Let me see. How did you do that back there? You, like, sliced through the air, but that's impossible.
What good would that knowledge do you?
Well, I mean, with something like that, we might be able to stop the Blastia from going berserk. We saw that happen to a Blastia. The air was out of control. We couldn't do anything.
This was only a distortion. It is a natural occurrence.
Distortion?
Thank you so much for helping us.
Do not go near the air, Krene.
Huh? What do you mean, Air Krene? This place?
Air Krene are the springs from which all air in the world comes.
Springs of air.
Who are you? This isn't the kind of place you just go for a walk. We would have been dead without your help, though. Thanks.
That power. Could it be the Rizomata formula? I can't tell anything from checking things out here. I have to see some others.
Hey, didn't that guy earlier say these were all over the world?
Yeah, he did.
We won't know anything solid until we find them and study them.
So, I guess we're finished looking into things here?
Yeah, let's get back to Dongress to meet with the Dawn.
Yay! Go back to the dawn of Dawngrest. So, I don't know if that fight was...
They got us from behind.
We can still overcome this.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! How's this? Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! No way! Not bad. Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Don't get in our way.
Yeah, jerk. Also, while I'm here. Free heals.
Don't get sloppy.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot. Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Bye-bye.
Guess we can do this.
Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I found your weak spot! Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! That's an attack! Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! I
I
found your
gotta try
weak
and keep
spot!
up. It'll be 100 years before.
So that, who the heck is that guy? Because I don't actually think he's a friend. His standoffish nature makes me think that he might be like
Sorry, but
the
you're
preview
going
of the
bye-bye.
big bad evil guy.
Flickering blaze, burn!
Which makes me wonder, is this an environmentalist type story?
Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Yeah, I beat.
Like, did the humans go through and wreck the air flow with excessive
Anomalous
Blastia
air
use?
conditions result in Blastia going out of control, which in turn leads to monsters turning vicious. If this is related to the distortion he was talking about, then it might not be only this forest that's affected.
You sure mumble to yourself a lot, don't you?
It's, you know, sometimes it's hard to organize all of the thoughts in the head, so you bring them out the mouth so you can run them back in the ear and sort through the thoughts.
What? Another monster attack?
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Carol, keep your head down.
It's them.
Dawn!
You all do something?
Do something? What do you mean?
Those savage monsters turned docile as pups and ran off. What did you do?
Yuri, it must be because we stopped the flow of the air.
The monsters turned tame because we stopped the runaway air!
Runaway air?
Hey, old man, do you know something?
Well, my old friend Bellius used to say something about it.
So it's true that Dawn and Bellius are friends.
Who is Bellius?
The Duce, who rules the Colosseum of Nordopolica.
Nordopolica.
And what's with that runaway air?
It was really amazing. More and more really strong monsters kept on coming, but we...
Boy, those are the sorts of things you keep to yourself.
What?
You don't do deeds like that so other people will notice. You do them so that you can protect your town and your friends.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me, could I see him for a moment?
What?
Oh. You can use healing arts. Thank you.
Ain't that Raven over there? Quit hiding, you! Our man ain't giving you trouble, is he?
What do you mean, trouble? The reason the monsters got tame was our doing. Mine especially.
That's full of shit, Raven.
Huh? Raven's a member of Altosk?
Somehow that seems to be the case.
Ouch, Gramps. Cut that out.
Shut up, you!
Don Whitehorse.
What is it?
I know we've only just met, but I have something I need to talk to you about.
Quite the strapping young lad, aren't you? What's your name?
Don, are you... I know what you are.
I'm Yuri. Yuri Lowell.
Yuri, eh? So you must be the leader here.
Excuse me, Gramps. Anybody home?
There ain't been too many lively youngsters around here lately, so I've grown bored.
Wow.
I'll listen to you, but in exchange, you gotta indulge me for a bit.
Wow.
Jeez, what a time for that old geezer's bad habit.
What are you talking about?
Whenever he finds someone who shows a little backbone, he just has to test them.
Test? Test what?
Their strength, of course.
Exactly. Now, come and indulge an old man in his innocent hobby.
No. You can count me out.
Hey, he just took off.
All right. An opportunity to face the head of a guild isn't the kind of thing that comes along every day.
That's the spirit. Show me what you got.
Please don't make me play Yuri.
If you're so old, then retire and drink tea in peace.
Sorry. But that's really not my style. Tiger strike!
Destruct! Azure Edge!
Tiger blade! I screwed up.
And they were never heard from again.
I'm just getting started.
Uh,
Well, that's enough. After all, if we keep this up, this is gonna turn into a real battle. That was the most fun I've had in a long time. All right, I'll hear you out now.
Don, sorry to interrupt.
I see. All right, you dogs. Time to head out. Sorry about this, but something's come up. We gotta return to Dongrest. If you come by the Union, you'll have my ear first chance I get. Hope that's okay.
If I have your word, that's fine by me.
You're not nervous at all to talk to me. You all would make a good addition to our guild.
I was giving him everything I got in that fight, though. A guild, huh?
We're gonna make one, right?
We'll see.
So, what do you think? You all finally get a taste of how awesome I am?
I sure didn't notice you being too awesome out there.
Always so quick to criticize.
All right, I'd like to go back to Dongrest to meet with the Dawn and keep looking for Barbos.
Rita, once Yuri's done with his business, we should go back to report. Rita?
Oh, what was that?
Once Yuri's done, we should go back to report to Alexei. Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing. Come on, let's go back.
Just who was that strange person with the sword anyway?
Do you think he came to Cave Mock all by himself? There are so many monsters around.
Judging by the way he was standing, he's pretty confident in his own abilities. He seemed calm or even, like, meditative. Well, whatever. He was a strange guy.
Yeah, I have no idea what was up with him at all.
okay, Yuri. Swap out for Carol. Oh my god. Every time that I have to do a main fight, like, why? That's not right. There we go. There's Dongrest.
I'm gonna do it!
Okay, good luck, boy.
Blaze, burn! Fireball! I got your weak spot. Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Destruct fireball! Holy tower, come to me! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Lightning wave! Yeah! Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
You didn't think I was that strong, did you?
Something is sticking on that. Let's get back to Dongrest and then I can fix it when I don't have to worry about random encounters. It's sticking a little. There we go. That's why she was making her angry face. It's sticking.
Don Whitehorse. I can see how a man like that could rise to the top of the Union. He's pretty impressive.
I'm just relieved he's the sort of person who's willing to listen. I didn't think he'd give us a chance, considering that he's never met us before.
That's what makes the Dawn so great! I told you, right? Man, he's so cool!
Do you run his fan club or something?
I'm gonna try cleaning this real quick with a alcohol swab. It's the right mouse button. The right button that I use to trigger things is getting stuck. So I need to give it a quick clean. Let's see the thing in there that's getting stuck on. Come on, you. Shoot me on out of there.
I never would have thought Raven was a member of Altosk.
It looked like he and the Don were close. The old man probably has a pretty important job.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but he's probably one of Altosk's top officers. The fact that he can leave town on guild business shows the Dawn trusts him.
That old man. You can't judge a book by its cover, Rita.
Fishier and fishier.
Okay, I think we're good. That really was something. What a city. The citizens defended all by themselves. And that man, the one they call the Dawn. Wow. Getting attacked by a huge pack of monsters right after arriving, huh? Having fun yet? Bistro black hole. Human marks, that's where we come in. I don't like the sound of that.
I can't believe that old fogey beat me.
Did you really plan on beating him? There's no way! He's a living legend. No one can take him down.
Yeah, being in shape like that at his age would be enough. I got nervous just hearing you were gonna fight him.
Why is that?
Most kids that square off against him end up in bed for a week with half a dozen broken ribs.
What drunk told you that?
It's the honest truth. Count your lucky stars he was in a sporting mood.
I heard he herded up 100 of those turtle monsters with the spiky shells and killed them all at once.
And there's a legend that when Dongrest's barrier was failing, he took a chain and fixed it himself.
No human could do that. But I'll beat him one day. I swear.
You still planning on winning?
That kid's a ball of stubborn pride.
I'll win or my name isn't Ingio Montoya. But your name's Yuri. I'll win or my name's not Yaoi. Okay. Whew. What's next on our list of things to do? Let's get some new, better stuff. Woohoo! I should have checked before I did that chain whip +1. If that was better than this, but I think I'm fine with it. This is telling me that we can probably sell some of these really wimpy things. Do we need it for the bastard sword? Let's get the bastard sword, okay. Woohoo! I think that'll be fine. We won't need to. We don't need to. Oh, we do need some items. There we go. Good enough. We're well equipped. Should have synthesized before I bought, but it's fine. Hey, babe. What do you think you're doing just wandering around? Got a problem, buddy? Yes. The problem is that you're not holding me in your arms right now. Estelle can watch. No? Okay, fine. Hold Estelle in your arms and I can watch. Estelle, she's mean. She won't do NTR play. Estelle. Woohoo. We're here to see the dawn. The only reason we managed to get out of that mess with the minimum of losses is the Union leadership. The Dawn is a great man. Yay, solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the Union makes us strong. I never actually fought monsters before. They're terrible. My hands are still shaking. My hands are still shaking. Looked in the pot. Your face is turning red. What do they have in the pot that's so embarrassing? Estelle? Cook us some chicken. Beyond this point are the private rooms of Union officials. If you're here to see the dawn, it's the last room. You're not allowed past this point. Hi. We have to check out what's happening in Kiev Mok. I think it's southwest of town. Of course Kiev Mok is southwest. I wouldn't go if I were you, it's dangerous. Hey, you answered the question I had last week. What's down here? Jail. Hey, guy. Shut your hole and leave me be. I wonder why there's a jail. Hi. Wander Chef. I guess you found me. You're pretty good. I'll teach you to cook as a reward. Ah, minestrone. I'll give this to you so you can practice. Yay, minestrone. It's like a pasta and bean soup, right? It's like so easy. I don't need a weakling like you. Oh, well, rude.
So you've come back, have you?
Yuri?
What? You two know each other?
Yes, we're old friends.
You don't say.
I see you know Yuri as well.
We crossed paths during the assault on the city. Now then, what business did you have?
We came to ask you about a man named Barbos of the Blood Alliance. It looks like he's the one behind the recent string of stolen Blastia cores.
I see. So Barbos is tied up in your problem as well.
You have a problem with him too?
We have come to ask that the Union relinquish all ties with the Blood Alliance. Other guilds have begun to follow Barbos's example, abusing Blastia in other areas and disrupting the order of society. If we can count on your assistance, I feel that together we should move to put an end to the Blood Alliance.
Barbos? He's been testing the limits of my patience lately. Looks like it's time to remind that brute how a proper guild behaves.
A clash between the guilds and the Empire was avoided the other day, largely due to your intervention. However, if Barbos is left unattended, the relations between our two states may yet again be torn apart.
And that's not going to be fun for anybody.
The time for stopping Barbos is now.
Since we'll be cooperating with you, I assume we'll be on equal standing with the Empire in this.
Yes, sir.
If that's the case, a united front with the Empire might not be such a bad idea.
Then...
Yeah. We'll deal with this together. Hey, send the message to Bellius. Tell Bellius that Nordopolica's gonna help us.
Man, this is serious.
I have brought a letter from His Highness, Yoder.
A secret note from the Imperial candidate, huh? Read it aloud.
If Don Whitehorse is taken out of the picture, we are willing to overlook the Union's responsibility in the Barbos affair.
What?
Don't make me laugh.
What? What is this?
Looks like you and the young master see things a bit differently.
There must be some mistake. Master Yoder would never say such a thing.
Show our guest here to his own private suite.
Don Whitehorse, please listen to me. This is some sort of trap.
Flynn! Why would you...
Hang on. If we screw up, it'll only make things worse for Flynn.
All-out war with the Empire. We'll take everything we've got and march on the Imperial capital.
Not gonna get much worse.
Try and make a fool out of me. I'll tear these little messengers limb from limb.
This is bad! And it looks like he's forgotten all about talking with us.
I don't think that Don's in much of a talking mood right now.
I have to return to the Empire and find out what's really going on.
I said hang on. We should sit still for now and see what happens.
I suppose you're right.
I don't like you shutting down Estelle here as, like, the crown princess. It's not quite Nataliaing her, though, because it's, like, a legitimate difference of opinion and her deferring to you for, like, experience reasons, not because she's a woman. And later on, I trust, because you've earned, so game, This game has earned this moment, right? Normally I'd be kind of like, oh, they're shutting up the woman, of course. But the game's earned this by empowering Estelle repeatedly and showing repeatedly that Estelle trusts Yuri's judgment in times when Estelle isn't super opinionated about things. So we get to this point, like, she's annoyed, but she's going, sure. The game isn't Natalia. So, I'm good with that. Good, get out of here, Raven.
I cannot believe that Yoder would give a letter like that to Flynn. There must be some mistake.
We've met His Highness too, and he certainly didn't seem like that kind of person.
But you heard the letter! It said to take Don Whitehorse out of the picture!
So maybe it was sent by someone who wants to throw a wrench into what Yoder and Flynn are doing.
But that's nothing more than a hunch right now.
Yeah, you're right. The only thing we know for sure right now is that Flynn is in trouble.
We rob the Don? One, two, three, four, five, six. Or alternatively, a cock and balls and a cock and balls. Hey. The Union's gay. Flag of the Blood Alliance. Flag of the Altosk. Flag of Fortune's Markets. Flag of the Soulsmiths. Flag of Ruin's Gates. I wonder if war will break out against the Empire. My mother lives in Zaphius. I'm elected to fight a war against the country where my mother lives. The dungeon ahead. There's a night-held captive there now. No one's allowed to enter. Beyond this point are the private rooms of Union officials. Got the Dawn on our side. The Empire's finished. Hey buddy, some shit's going down. The Empire's supposedly gonna attack me. You tighten security. We stick to the Dawn to the end. We'll don our finest armor to do it! Ha 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 ha! Gonna join us? We have a conflict of interest here.
Huh, that's strange.
What's the matter, Yuri?
It looks like I dropped my wallet somewhere.
At a time like this?
Maybe it fell out of my pocket at the Don's place. I'm gonna go look. You wait here.
Okay. Don't take too long.
Mandatory Yuri time.
Alrighty. Now to go see how Flynn's holding up.
Mandatory Yuri time. I am... Game's at its worst when I have to play as Yuri.
Yuri.
Thought I was being quiet, but I guess you heard me.
So, you've come to have a laugh at me in this sorry state?
Yeah, I wanted to see what kind of expression being locked up put on your face.
It doesn't hurt to be forced to view things from behind bars every now and then.
What the hell you think you were doing, coming here with a letter like that?
That was the Red Eyes doing. They attacked after you left.
You don't screw up like that. Was it one of your people?
Even if it was, the responsibility is mine.
I see. If the Red Eyes are involved, then Rago's gotta be behind it all.
But how do you know?
At the harbor, we saw Rigaud giving orders to one of their assassins.
I hadn't heard about that.
Do you know what they're trying to do?
Most likely they want to force a clash between the guilds and the knights.
That'd be bad. You think another one of those false letters went to the knights?
Yes, to put them in a fighting mood.
If you know that much, then get out there and get the real letters back.
I was wondering how long it'd take you to get rid of that damn lock. You've got to stay here.
What? And be your scapegoat? You're just itching to get rid of me, aren't you?
Yuri, if I don't make it back, you'll have to die in my place.
Yeah.
Taking your friend's place in a jail cell? You lost your mind, son?
This coming from an old man who gets rid of his own guards on purpose.
I had a special favor to ask that rookie knight.
I bet you did.
You mean Flynn?
The rats that plan these sort of stunts usually like to enjoy their handiwork from somewhere nearby.
If you knew the letter was fake, why'd you fire everyone up like that?
If I didn't make a good show of things, whoever's behind all this wouldn't bother to come watch. Besides, we've got a lot of hotheads around here who'd never let me hear the end of it if I didn't raise hell. So that's where it stands. Of course, if our friend the knight doesn't show up again, your life is mine.
I know. Tell me one thing, though. What made you want to start a guild in the first place?
I realized I couldn't protect the things that were important to me playing by the Empire's rules.
There have to be some things that were easier to protect when you're on the other side, though. Even in the lower quarter where I'm from, we still had the barrier to protect us.
Sure. But were you happy with just putting up with all the things you didn't like?
Well,
So if the rules the Empire sets don't suit you, you got two choices. You can do like your friend is and put everything you've got to change in the system. Or you can turn your back on the Empire and live by the rules you set for yourself.
That's pretty clear-cut.
Yep. I think you're gonna have to take responsibility for letting my prisoner go.
You want me to do something besides rotting in this cell?
The sap who's been putting together this little show has got to be somewhere in this city. Oh, I've been planning on asking your armor-wearing friend to hunt him down for me, but...
So what? You want me to find them?
Your job is to pay this debt back to me. How you go about it is up to you. That young lady you brought with you is running all over the place helping with the injured folks. You're not the type to be the only one sitting around twiddling its thumbs, right?
Estelle. Huh. That sounds like her.
Get fucked. Well. This game has a theme of libertarianism through it that is slightly uncomfortable, being from like one of the places where libertarianism took hold and immediately slid into like full-fledged fascism and queerphobia. But it is an interesting theme burning through it all.
Out of the way! The dawn is passing through!
Is he really planning on going to war just to lure those rats out of hiding?
We'll teach those Imperial bastards to look down on us!
Oh, Yuri!
Have you finished healing the injured yet?
How did you know that?
The Don told me. This is from him, his way of saying thanks.
But Yuri, things have gotten really bad.
Yeah, I noticed.
No, that's not what I mean.
What else?
I saw them.
You saw who?
The Blood Alliance. Barbos wasn't with them, but...
Rita and Repeat are shadowing them right now.
Just what the Don wanted.
Let's catch up with Rita.
Yeah.
you talking with the Dawn, Yuri? You were gone for a long time.
We had a nice little chat through some thick iron bars.
Yuri, did you get Flynn out of prison by trading places with him?
No, it's nothing like that. Flynn would have been released even if I hadn't gotten involved.
What do you mean?
The Dawn planned all along to capture Flynn and use him to find out who's behind this whole mess.
So both the Dawn and Flynn know that there's someone else manipulating things?
Yeah. Why do I keep letting myself get caught up in this stuff? Now the Dawn's making me do his dirty work. What a pain.
Rapide! I see you. How do I get to you? That is Rapide, right? That's just some other dog. Thinking of going to the Union jail for a bit. Want to go laugh at the night they caught. And I dragged people to jail, now he's in jail himself, but he's not laughing now. If I were a knight in that situation, I would be laughing. I'd be like, yeah, bro, this is hilarious. Tavern Sagittarius. No matter how much the Empire may struggle, they're no match for the Dawn. He's the strongest man I know, next to me, of course. Ha ha. Buffoon. Hi, buddy. To join the fight with the Imperial Knights or not? That's the question. I really don't want to go. It would be best if it all ended while I'm thinking about it. Sometimes the solidarity of the guilds can be a painful thing. People with conviction who get bound up by rules can do crazy things. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Well, the situation with the Knights is about to blow up. Let me eat in peace. Help when I'm done eating. Wait a sec. Even our mighty barrier won't protect us against the Imperial Knights. If only we had a barrier that worked against people. We heard the barrier was fixed. We already knew that. I don't care about a fight between the Empire and guilds. I'm head over heels for the waitress. Little to do with the Empire isn't enough to shake me. It's the way it's always been. Just living in the town makes your heart strong. Empire and Union are going head to head? No good, no good. Is there anything I can do? I guess not. I'm the owner here. Can I get you anything? Hey, don't try anything on the part-timer. Long history of hostility between the Empire and guilds. Might not be too bad to finally settle things. Holy bottle. Skedaddle. Of course they're angry here. The town was built by people wronged by the Empire. So we held off the monster attack, but it didn't change that they exist. Piece of Dangrist depends on this barrier, Blastia. My job protecting it's an important one. Therefore my job's rewarding. Janitor's job is important. Not sure that they get rewarded very frequently. But the other tavern down here. Hi. Empire Knights? Nobody in this town trusts them at all.
Rita.
Yes,
Let's go inside.
but if Barbos is in there...
Then we can't just sit around and watch either.
What should we do?
Let me give you a tip.
We don't want your tip.
Oh, it's you again.
I don't want your tip. Okay? Okay? We can take Rita's tip. We can take Yuri's tip. We're not taking your tip, old man.
Hey, is it okay you being here?
No, it ain't okay. But the Don asked me to make sure you youngsters don't screw things up. Why don't you guys come with me to a tavern and hear what I got to say?
We don't have the time to...
Oh, come on. You sound like you think I'm gonna trick you.
Well, you have tricked us before.
I can handle getting tricked a couple times.
Correction. Yuri's willing to take your tip. The rest of us are uninterested.
But there are limits to my patience, old man.
What's with the grim face? I get it. All right. Come now, kids. Show me those pearly whites. All right, this way.
Ugh. Fine, we'll go to the bar over here. Raven.
We're coming through.
What is this place?
Just a place the Don has for drinking with important guests and having secret conversations.
Are you telling us just to stay here and drink?
If your friend comes back with the real letter, things could be settled peacefully.
Sorry, but I can't let Flynn hog all the glory.
We need to find the criminal behind all of this trouble. If that happens to be Barbos.
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
See you?
What's this?
There are sewer tunnels that sprawl in a labyrinth beneath this town.
Sewer level.
Long ago, when the town was occupied by the Empire, the guilds used these tunnels to fight back.
Sewer level.
Wait! Don't tell me this place is connected to those sewer tunnels!
That's exactly what it is. And our plan is to use them to sneak right up behind those guys.
Quickly sneak in and catch them, huh? It's a bit of a detour, but it's the best chance we got.
That's the idea. Aren't you glad you trusted me?
I won't know that until it's all over.
So, you still don't trust me, huh?
Naturally, you'll be coming with us too, right, old man?
Oh, crap! And I was totally planning on skipping town.
I'm saying we want to share the glory with you, old man. Come on, let's go.
Please have a save point in there. Like right away.
It's pitch black.
I'd rather not get lost in here and never see the light of day again.
Yo, Genius Mage Girl, can you use some fire magic and light up this place?
Are you trying to use me as your personal lamp? You've got some nerve, old man.
Light his head on fire. That'll light the place up.
Rita, isn't there something you can do?
Nope. Fire magic is only used for combat. For us to have continuous illumination, air would need to be constantly supplied. Like Lux Blastia.
Huh. Really?
You weren't counting on that, were you, old man?
Is this a Blastia? It's seriously damaged, but I think we can use it.
Whoa! Isn't that thing gonna explode? Are we okay?
Of course it's not gonna explode. This is a type of Lux Blastia. It uses that device to charge air and light up.
I knew you could do it, Rita.
But it's on its last leg, so I don't think it'll last too long.
Let's get moving while we've still got light.
What's up, Pupper? You need something?
It's dark, so you'll get lost if you stray too far.
Thanks for worrying about me, lass, but I'll be fine.
It's so dank in here. I hope we don't have to stay too long.
It may be dank, but at least the bustle is gone. I prefer the quiet of these tunnels.
Right. I'll never be able to keep up with your sensitivities.
Oh, Repeat. Do you know where Raven went?
Hey, Poochie! Where'd you... Ow! Ah!
There goes the quiet you were talking about.
Yes, well, I've become accustomed to it.
Stop jabbering about customs and help an old man out!
Thank you, money.
Monsters!
They won't attack us, will they?
We shouldn't have anything to worry about.
The light. We need to charge up some air before it goes out.
What the?
Let's get this over with.
Do I have anything light? No, I have darkness, but no light.
Starstruck! Oh, damn it, this modest land! I'm okay!
It'll be 100 years before you...
That was scary. I never expected monsters to wait for us to drop our guard before an attack.
There's no way any monster's that smart.
Perhaps they're weak against light or something?
There are monsters like that?
There are indeed. Creatures that live in dark places such as caverns in the ocean floor.
Yes, we know. Our Mystic Lens said so.
Sometimes have an aversion for light and work hard to avoid it.
Oh, right. So that's why they didn't attack when it was bright. Oh, there's another one of those machines.
Oh, how interesting.
So we just need to be careful to recharge.
This is spooky.
Guess we can do this.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
I suppose we should get some sense of what's going on with these.
That's an attack! Holy power, come to me! First aid! Holy power, come to me! First aid! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fire full power!
Okay, let's loop back and check if there's anything over here. Nope. Recharge.
Sorry if I hurt you.
Here comes a new spell! Hellhammer! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
There's something carved here. Words?
Words?
What is this?
Long ago, our ancestors abandoned their nations for forgetting their duty to protect their people, and thus became the true defenders of freedom. That is how the guilds first began. But now, the iron shackles of oppression threaten to strangle us once again. It is because we have forgotten the oath of our ancestors, and spent our time fighting one another for our own self-interests. Therefore, we must once again return to the basic principles behind the guilds, and join our strengths together as one. We offer our swords for freedom, our shields for friendship, and our lives for the common good. Here we renew our ancient oath.
Hey! Isn't that the Union Oath?
What is that?
It's like a slogan that the Dawn came up with when he formed the Union.
We can't depend on the Empire, so we have to protect each other. In order to do that, we need to join forces and put our lives on the line for one another.
But what's the Oath doing in a place like this?
The Union is based on the guilds that resisted when this town was occupied by the Empire. Before that, guilds just did whatever they wanted, and only joined together when there was a problem. Once things were resolved, they'd split up again. But with the Empire's occupation, they changed that.
So the guy who led those guild forces was Don Whitehorse?
Yup. These sword tunnels must have really come in handy back then.
So that's when they made the Oath here?
Seems that way. I'd heard there was an actual written oath, but I had no idea it'd be etched in a wall like this.
There's something beautiful about how the oath is written on a wall. It says, I freed right here.
Oh yeah, that infamous king of the pirates.
The way Don tells it, he was supposedly a sworn ally, but he was such a shrewd and cunning individual that even the Don had difficulty dealing with him.
The Don's a pretty impressive guy to be able to call someone like that a sworn ally.
Our lives for the common good, huh?
I'm glad I got to see something so fascinating. But we take care of Barbos now. Let's go.
Solidarity forever.
Our swords for freedom, huh?
The Union Oath, right?
Fighting for personal freedom instead of draconian imperial law sounds good to me.
If you feel that way, maybe the guilds are right for you, Yuri.
Huh? Yeah, I wasn't cut out to be a knight.
Huh? You agree, Rapide?
The guilds, huh?
Don't go towards the light. Okay, this one's not too serious. This isn't a everyone instantly heals moment. This is a charge everyone up moment. This is a little annoying. It was an interesting gimmick for one map, and then it got kind of dumb. Choo-choo. Yeah, I mean, it's nifty enough for the first part, for the first map, and then I'm like, yep, I'm done with it. But it is not the worst sewer level I've seen. Well, that's not worrying at all. Full recharge. Woo.
Where are we?
Also, hi, D's Incorporated. These lovely individuals down at the corner store. 'Cause they're nuts. I'm horrible, I'm sorry.
A tavern in the eastern part of town used by Barbos as a hideout. Basically, it's the place you guys were trying to sneak into.
Then Barbos is somewhere around here?
Looks like there's a second floor. Let's see what's up there.
God. Let's get ready to see a fight that has a gimmick, lose horribly, and hopefully understand the gimmick. Self-service? Give me the booze. His name? Sakabara. That's... I'm mad at the Baltimore City Police Department. I forgot that I vented in my stream title. This battle. This feels like the end of Act 1.
Barbos, what is the meaning of this?
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
The tower and the Blastia, of course. I have yet to receive any reports about them.
Why should I have to report to you about something like that?
What? Building that lousy tower fortress of yours without speaking a word of it to your own employer? You even went so far as to use Leviathan's claw for help!
I'm not your lapdog, Rugo. I just gathered the cores together, like you requested. It's thanks to my efforts that you were able to make that weather-controlling Blastia.
And just what made you think it was okay to carry off the extra cores?
Our mutual non-interference was a condition of our agreement, was it not?
What?
And did I ever interfere with what you were doing?
Barbos, how dare you!
You will leave now, Magistrate.
Remember this, Barbos. Black-hearted filth like you always get what they deserve in the end.
Says the black-hearted Phil.
You want to talk, Rugo?
You guys!
It's the World Series of Villains, and you had to take the best seat in the house?
What fool would dare to heckle my exquisite performance? Oh, if it isn't the little runts I met on the ship.
You're the one who's been causing all of the recent chaos.
And what of it? You fools will never manage to capture me.
Oh yeah? What's your reasoning there?
A villain is someone who never considers losing a possibility. That's why he thinks the way he does.
If so, then that makes you quite a villain, Yuri.
Carol. Oh my gosh. You are the best little, like, trans boy ever. You're the best.
Yep, I'm nefarious.
So we're rebelling, huh? You're a real troublemaker, you know that?
You've got a big mouth, brat. You would dare to oppose me? I thought I told you before that next time you wouldn't get off so easy.
All the better for us to tear things up.
Take them down! Ha ha! The fools have started to march! Now that meddlesome Dawn and the Knights will destroy each other!
He did this to destroy the Union and to eliminate the Dawn!
If the Knights are destroyed, who will protect the Empire? Rago, why would you...
Of course! He's gonna weaken the Imperial Knights so that the Council can step in and control the Empire!
And he's going to use the Blood Alliance to seize Altosk and rule over the Union.
Oh my!
The Knights and the Union going down together. It's just as Flynn said.
So what if you know now? No matter what you do, you won't be able to stop the battle.
We'll see.
And your existence comes to an end here.
Damn it, he's too late.
Flynn!
Stop! All of you! Sheath your blades! Sheath them! I am Flynn Shifo of the Imperial Knights. I have come bearing a letter from Master Yoder. The letter you received from the Empire was false. It was the work of a rebel. Draw back your armies at once.
I thought you weren't coming back.
And leave Yuri behind to take the fall for me? I wouldn't dream of it.
Yay! Gay boy. Love you.
Brago, you fool! You didn't keep up your end of the bargain.
Don't hurt me!
Damn!
Yuri! They're aiming at Flynn!
Got him!
Good job, Carol.
Nice shot, Carol.
You brats think you can stop me?
Get out of here! Head for the exit!
I know it's so good, isn't it?
Yuri, no! It's too dangerous!
Please do not make me play as Yuri.
It should take time for the air to recharge. I'll try and stop him before then.
Yay, I get to be Rita.
Now!
You're too late!
No! It charged up too quickly!
What the hell?
It's that dude!
What in the world is that?
Oh, so you're back for more, Dragon Freak?
Oh, come on, please be a girl dragon freak. That will be so funny.
Rita, knock it off. Our enemy's over there.
My enemy is this Dragon Freak!
Leave it alone for now.
Huh. I'm gonna make you wish you hadn't done that.
What? He can fly?
Oh, so the boss is heading for the hills, huh?
Oh! Get back here, you freak! Think I'm just gonna let you get away?
If you're going after him, let me come with you. We're a little short on wings around here.
Are you crazy? This jerk's our enemy!
No matter what happens, I've got to catch that guy. Come on! Yes! Thanks.
Wait, what about us?
This guy's overloaded enough as it is.
But what should we...
You guys hold down the fort here.
What?
Stay out of trouble.
Damn it, Yuri!
And let Flynn know I'm stepping out for a while.
This is gonna be a Yuri only fight. Damn it. So time for us to die a lot and have to lower the difficulty. Or it's an anime cutscene. Or it's a pre-rendered 3D cutscene. Okay. Yeah, this game has been very low on anime bullshit.
So that cyclone was his doing. Here comes trouble.
You've destroyed the Blastia!
okay?
Bastards!
You're next, punk.
Come on, we're just getting started.
Huh. My men won't have any trouble taking care of a brat like you. Now rip him to pieces!
See, this is I am bad at Yuri. Oh my god. You'd think for a lesbian I would be better at Yuri, but oh my god, I'm not.
And they were never heard from again.
That's about how I expected to go the second I knew it was going to be a Yuri-only fight. Yeah. I'm not too proud anymore.
Where are we?
A tavern.
Upstairs. Skip movie. Skip event. Do I have any better AoEs? See, that feels like it should be a better AoE.
That was easy.
Because I said it to be.
Is that all you got?
Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you your place.
Huh. That's a handy sword you've got.
Think you lost because of this sword, huh?
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Talk it up while you got the chance. We've got a nice, painful death all set up for you.
Yeah, I've complained before that easy mode on this game is too easy. And normal mode is fine if I don't have to play as Yuri. But every time I have to play against Yuri, I'm in a situation where I get stun locked. And like, what I need is normal mode without stun locking. And then that's what I want from easy mode. But I've resigned myself to not having fun when I have to play as Yuri. Hey, what's going on down here?
Now shut up for a while.
What's the deal?
Sounds like a skill issue.
Please, I've got to get out of here. It's always something with you, isn't it, old man?
I mean, Yuri might have something, but like, I didn't enjoy playing Yuri, so I changed to Estelle as soon as Estelle arrived. And Estelle was a lot of fun to play, and then I changed to Rita, and Rita was even more fun to play. So, like, I haven't really learned Yuri. So, I don't know, the game gave me more fun people to play as than Yuri, like, right away. And then this keeps shoving me back to playing as Yuri, and I don't enjoy it.
It's not polite to point sharp objects at your elders.
Hey!
I mean, Yuri is a fun character. I just don't like playing as him. I like magic casters. Ooh, purple eye. Are you an elf?
That's enough. Damn it.
No, I really hope that guy is a girl. Like, elf girl.
A woman? And she's Christian?
She is an elf girl. Oh my. This is as funny as when I was like, you know what you should do, Yuri? You and Carol should just open your own damn guild with blackjack and hookers. And then, like, the next scene, they were like, maybe we could open our own guild. I'm psychic.
Are you all right? Sorry.
Well, after all, you did help Baul back there.
Baul?
Yes, my friend.
Oh, you mean that monster? So tell me, what are you going around destroying Blastia for? Not a big deal if you don't feel like talking about it.
I'm afraid it's not as impressive as you might think. I'm destroying them because I want to.
You're right. I'm not all that impressed. So that's why you mashed up Barbos's Blastia too?
Yes, but I didn't finish the job.
And can you just let this one go?
There wouldn't be any fun in destroying something like that.
Huh.
God, Rita's gonna hate you. More than she already does.
Hey, why don't we work together a little longer?
It's true, I wasn't able to finish off the Blastia on the roof.
Okay then.
So what do we do?
There is one way I was thinking we could get out of here.
Well, if you think it might work, what's the harm in trying it out? I always say, those who can, should.
That's worrisome music.
Okay, just go along with me on this.
I'll just follow your lead.
Don't worry. It's a little nerve-wracking working with a pretty lady, though.
Ah!
Oh, that is it!
Pipe down!
Cut it out!
You cut it out.
I said that's enough.
I've had it up to here with you.
Somebody get me away from this psycho!
So I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson, huh?
Their faces.
Ta-da! You're free.
Oh my gosh. That guy and Yuri, you're like besties. It's great.
Thanks for your help.
I think I still owe you one more.
Huh? Guess I overdid it back there.
There. That makes us even.
I'm Yuri. Yuri Lowell.
Judith.
Judith? Judy's easier to say.
Fine by me. Alright, on to the next objective.
Next? Well, we could check out the Blastia on the roof. All we have to do is go up.
Won't your friends be waiting for you?
I don't mind taking care of the Blastia first.
Up we go then.
And how exactly do we go up?
This is heavy.
Yeah, just go wander off. Reminds me of a certain princess.
A princess?
Never mind. There's gotta be a way up around here somewhere. Let's see what we can find. Hey, why were you wearing that stuffy-looking suit of armor?
Oh, you didn't like it? It's pretty sturdy and protects my body quite nicely. See? Look at this beautiful skin, free of bruises and blemishes.
Very nice. I'm actually worried where my eyes might wander.
You don't look all that worried to me.
I've just got a good poker face. So you're okay? You don't mind leaving your armor behind?
It's sturdy, but it's heavy. Walking around with that on tires me out.
Hey, no complaints here. I prefer eye candy to scary armor any day.
Where's my not Yuri?
Looks like we can't go any higher, and we can't go outside either.
You have a little thing to shoot with your sorcerer's ring right there.
What's the matter?
My spear is gone.
Things might be difficult without a weapon. What? Is the sorcerer's ring broken? Did the air here do this?
Hey, you're more fashion conscious than I thought.
This isn't fashion. You go like this, and
It moved.
it's powered up.
I'll bet you could move other levers with that too.
You think it's okay? I'm afraid it might blow up or something.
If it happens, it happens. For now, let's pull that lever over there.
If something this tiny exploded, I guess it wouldn't be too dangerous.
Just be your hand. Hey, the sorcerer's ring leveled up. You gonna get wet? Are there weapons in here?
Okay, this is my weapon. Can't find yours?
Someone might have just took it.
Maybe. Why don't you just pick one here?
Right.
Was that something special for you?
Yes, it was. Well, this should do for a while. I'll take this.
Are you fine with that?
I don't think I will find my weapon here. I'll look for it as I go on.
I'll try looking for it too.
Thank you.
Okay. Not Yuri. Tell me about your stuff. Crescent Moon. Charge and hit with a kick. New Moon Blade. Charge forward to attack with your lance. Jump and land on the enemy. And then roundhouse kick and finish with another kick when you land. Okay, so Luna Fang on the up. Moonlight Havoc on the down. New Moon Blade on the forward backward. And a pineapple gel. Woohoo. Well, I missed a skip.
Was that fancy ring a present from someone?
I guess you could call it a present.
Well, looks like you're quite the ladies' man.
No. I'm just a big sucker.
Oh? It's amazing enough the ring holds power, but it even reacts to air and becomes stronger. You must have a very strong bond with the girl who gave that to you.
That's one bond I wouldn't mind breaking.
Excuse me? Rita is the best. Jerk. Thanks a lot. Got my stuff back. Even want to buy something? Yes. Yay. pity Sahel's not here, because I would be like... Actually, no. She's played this game. I can just message her later and be like, Judith's outfit, you need it. Because she does. Tastes like pineapple. Unlike coconut gel, which makes them taste horrible.
You're pretty strong. Can you use an overlimit by any chance?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, then try this.
Huh? What's this?
The Limit Duo. Your battle spirit can allow you to use even more powerful overlimits.
Oh yeah?
If your battle spirit is the real thing, that is.
So what else can you tell me about these strong overlimits?
You can produce more power when attacking alone.
Is that so? I still don't quite get it.
Really? Maybe you'll pick it up as you use them in battle.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, let's get moving then.
Oh, man. All right, all right.
I have an idea! Luna Tail!
Here. Like
New Moon Blade! Moonlight Havoc! New Moon... Luna Bang! Moonlight Havoc!
How's this?
Oh, I still have it on lower difficulty.
Sorry for being so strong.
I do not, and before I regret this decision, but I don't want to keep playing on easy mode.
Guess we can do this.
Tell me what your strengths are.
Dragon Sword! Dragon Sword! Azure Range Dragon!
New Moon Blade! Crescent Moon! Luna Bang! Crescent Moon! Was that a little too painful?
Okay, I can get, but I'm getting a sense about Judy. Oh, that's not a cutscene, that's just like the image. Whoops. Leather coat. Ooh. Also, I should probably give something.
Don't hurt us now. Yes, take a nice long nap.
Hey, they're coming!
There! That's the last of them!
Looks like you guys have things under control.
Yuri!
Hey, what gives? Come on, lay off, will you?
Are you okay? Were you hurt?
Never been better. You worry too much. I thought I told you all to stay put for a while.
What do you expect? We were worried about you.
Hey, just for the record, I wasn't worrying about him.
Well, I, for one, was worried sick.
Yeah, right. Why would you bother coming all the way out here anyway?
It's like this, see? The Don's having a fit, saying there's no way he'll let Barbos make a fool out of him. But I'm the one he sends to do his dirty work.
What do you think you guys are doing coming in this way?
Well, the front door was locked.
That's not the point.
And who might this lovely Critian be? Is she a princess?
Laying it on a little thick there, old man.
This is Judith, and we were locked up together.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Carol.
Hi, Carol!
I'm Estelise.
But we all call her Estelle.
Rita Mordio.
And I am the great...
Old man.
It's Raven. R-A-V-E-N. Raven!
You have to wonder about people who introduce themselves like that.
That didn't quite have the zing I was looking for.
I think that'll do for now.
What an interesting bunch of people.
Ooh, I think she likes me.
Idiot. Judith, what were you doing in a place like this?
I came to have a look at the Blastia.
All the way out here? Why?
She was captured while she was on a sort of research trip.
Yeah, the Critia do like their research.
Were you able to locate your Aqua Blastia?
Nope, not this time either.
I wonder if it's somewhere here in this tower.
Flynn!
Are you all right?
Flynn?
Dang, if the pirate... We just need the pirate girl to show up, and the gang's all here.
What's a lieutenant doing here all alone?
We're short on manpower. Besides, I had no idea how dangerous it would be.
Is everything going okay?
The Don told everyone the truth, so things have calmed down. There's no longer any worry of conflict. My people have secured Rago's subordinates, and the Union has neutralized the town's mercenaries. All that's left is Barbos. Your Highness, it's terribly dangerous, so please stay here with Yuri and the others.
It's far too dangerous for you to go all alone. We're going with you.
No, I cannot permit that.
Hold up. We've got a bit of history with Barbos, so we're not about to throw in the towel after coming this far. Besides, I'm pretty sure Estelle's just gonna go after you anyway.
Yuri.
Very well. Then we'll go together. There isn't much time, and it should be safer this way.
Everything settled? Then let's...
What is it, old man?
Nothing. Just thinking how you could really brag to your friends if you lived in a place like this.
Repeat, come on. I guess you too, old man.
You guess? What's that supposed to mean? Aren't you a little old for hide and seek? What's wrong with poking your head out every once in a while? These kids are really giving it a go. They could use your help every now and again.
If such a necessity arises, I shall interfere. No such necessity exists now.
All right, all right. I know you've got your own business to take care of.
I do not have the time for these clowning antics of yours.
Geez, watch where you're pointing words like that.
The affairs of this world hold no interest for me.
Hey, Raven, what the fuck? Best friends with benefits. Okay. We need to rearrange the party. We need Rita, and we need Estelise. And now, the question is how we lay out the rest. And I think it's Flynn and Yuri because we need the besties squad. So that means that our main party is Flynn, his boyfriend Yuri, his girlfriend Estelle, and her girlfriend Rita. And then over here we'll give Yuri's girlfriend Judith, her boyfriend Raven, and their children Carol and Rapide can live off over there. Flynn, what have you got? Leather boots are better than nothing.
What's up, Yuri? Is something wrong with your weapon?
No, I was just thinking about how different axes and swords feel to use.
Ah, you use both swords and axes, don't you?
Yeah, but my arts change depending on which I use. It's not a problem or anything, but...
Well, I think you look cooler when you're using axes, Yuri. It makes you look stronger, too.
Really? I prefer Yuri when he's using swords myself.
You should just use one in each hand.
Give me a break.
Give me a moment, and I will find a way to turn that into an oysters or snails joke. Trust it. Trust in me. Yuri can use swords and axes. Didn't even take any effort. What the hell am I talking about? Rivet belt. Ooh. Is this? It is. Oh my gosh. I had one of these when I was in high school for about 6 hours. Who was it? I think it was a boyfriend who gave it to me. Which is weird, because most of the time when I talk about getting clothes in high school, it's a girlfriend that's smuggling them off to me. But this time it was a boyfriend. And I put it on, I wore it home, and my mother was like, "You take that off right now, you look like a thug." And I did not have my rivet belt anymore. But now I do. Haha. Rita is literally me. You know, except for all the ways that she isn't.
So you use a spear too.
Oh, do you know someone who also uses a spear?
Barb, confused asexual thuggin'. Ain't that the truth?
Well, not quite. It just reminds me of some jerk.
Are you talking about that dragon rider?
Yeah. Hey, don't you have something you need to tell me?
What? Me?
Yes. So where is the dragon freak now?
We got separated up on the roof. I'm pretty sure he wasn't too badly hurt.
Good, because I can't very well beat him up if he's already injured.
Whoa, whoa. That's the whole reason you came here?
No! I also can't forgive this Barbos guy for what he did. Abusing Blastia like that. Has he no shame?
That's no reason to bring the princess along with you to a dangerous place like this. Flynn, why didn't you stop her?
My apologies. We must have missed each other in Dongrest.
So that's why she panicked and chased after you?
It's not Rita or Flynn's fault. I decided to come here myself. I couldn't let you go all by yourself.
Estelle refusing to get frickin' Natalia. Estelle is not gonna get shoved on the side. She's just not gonna let that go. No.
Besides, I can't watch bad people doing harm to others and simply let it happen.
I agree. Very well said.
Your Highness.
Captain Carroll, don't let me down. I'm counting on your skills.
Yes, of course. Come on, let's go take that jerk to school.
I'm sorry, but would you mind keeping your background to yourself? You've got someone who might kind of explode if she knew.
Sure, I understand. That'll be best for both of our interests.
I can't believe I made that kind of mistake. I should have moved right then. Damn it!
Somebody shut this old man up.
What mistake did you make?
Oh, you sweet girl. Thank you for listening. If I just met that pretty and hottie before Yuri, the two of us would be out together just... Ha!
Whoa! Go easy on him, Rita!
You got a problem?
I guess the old man couldn't care less about me.
Well, I'm glad you weren't hurt, Yuri.
Thanks.
I love the way that they use paneling in these old Tales games. That is so good.
Oh, man. All right.
I don't have enough magic lenses to do this. Care about the gear goal. No weaknesses.
Concentrate our efforts.
Hey, Repeat, you finally got a new weapon.
Is he also a member of your party?
Yeah, he doesn't get along too well with people, though. Don't let it get to you.
I'm Judith. Nice to meet you.
Hey, why is he letting Judith pet him?
Maybe the little pup's a fan of pretty girls.
But I'm a pretty girl, too!
My.
Why doesn't he like me?
Aww. Speaking of pretty girls, hi.
Together now.
I suppose we should pay attention to these witches. Ow.
I'm so gonna make you hurt. Now! Fireball! Now! Fireball! Holy power, come to me! First aid! Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
Very well. By my honor as a knight.
You two get some orange gels. Up we go! Ah, I missed.
Foes! Azure!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn!
Don't just stand there.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Hellfire blade!
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Pierce cluster!
Destruction field! Very well.
Man, I was just getting warmed up.
Downside to Fireball is it's easy to miss. Downside of going this way is there's nothing.
Flynn, didn't you come here with Sodia?
I did. Sodia and the others are busy arresting and taking more gold, so I'm on my own.
Should a lieutenant lead his subordinates when they have a duty like that?
Well, it's very much in Flynn's style.
Barbos rules based on the laws of the Empire. It is the Knight's duty to arrest those who break the law. I can't leave you and the others to do as you would, Yuri.
You need an excuse to do everything, don't you?
That's what it means to be an Imperial Knight.
Ops.
We'll destroy them in no time.
Dragon Sword!
Blaze burn!
Huh?
There's still a lack of devotion.
You're as stiff as ever.
That's why you...
Such good friends.
Estelle knows what you are.
Huh? Looks like a dead end.
No, it's not. Look, there's a ladder.
But we can't use that to get upstairs.
Maybe there's something we could do to bring it down, huh?
We need air.
Air?
Yes. If this conduction tube were supplying air, the ladder might be able to move down.
How do we make that happen?
How about you try to figure out things yourself for once?
You don't know, do you?
You're not gonna get it until I really hit you for once, huh?
Wait, you mean all those other times you weren't hitting for real?
Cut it out, you two. Let's go and look for some way to get up there.
Golden opportunity.
It's nothing personal.
Think before you use your arts.
I'm ashamed.
Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
Who's next?
Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Flickering
Very well.
An exquisite victory!
Yay! Victory!
Need a gel or anything?
My thanks, but you needn't worry about me. Focus on your surroundings instead. You never know where a foe might be hiding.
Oh, yeah. I'll pay more attention.
Why so stiff?
It's kind of awkward, huh?
Flynn and Carol are good ladies, though. I'm not around nights all the time, so I get nervous.
Just think of me as someone watching your back.
All right, thanks.
Judy was nervous?
Air up the gears, and that gets the air higher, I understand. I don't think this counts as a puzzle, but it is certainly something.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, din of this modest land!
And I guess you can use our last pineapple orange gel.
There's still a lack of devotion.
You're a...
Woohoo! And then we can kill the golem and get the treasure and continue on.
Let's work together.
It'll be 100 years before you can beat me.
Because
The
you
way that
work a
witch
lot
was going,
longer,
ow,
right?
ow, 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 was great. It's like, yeah, no, you don't get to cast spells. I see you back there. Hey, orange gel. Blue dragon. I don't see anything over there.
It's an ambush!
I'm not used to this team.
Unpress! The sin of this honest land. Starburst! Outburst! Nice recovery smash!
Haha. We're gonna have to do it here too.
It looks like this floor is set up the same.
So that means we've got... What do you think they're protecting with all these different layers of devices?
Maybe it's just their pride as a guild.
I don't see anything there. Where are these? There's one.
Let's work together. Flickering blaze burn. Fireball. Flickering blaze burn. Fireball.
There's still a lack of devotion.
Okay. Not liking that.
Guess we can do this.
Flickering blaze burn. Fireball. I am so gonna make you. You're done. Fireball. 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 Fireball.
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Whoa. This doesn't count as a puzzle because it's just doing the same shit over and over again. Like, there's no puzzling involved, so it's annoying. Like, I don't mind things like this if there's an actual puzzle involved, but if it's just like, yeah, go do the thing. Hee.
Let's work together. Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Holy power, come to me!
That will suffice.
And I see you over there, Wonder Chef. And see, they're even having us do it in a specific order, and it's like... yeah. Cool, give me a recipe, then Estelle can fail to make it. Salad! Oh, come on. Let's go, Estelle. Fuck up the salad. Hey! You made a salad properly. Good job.
The bottom of the tower looked ancient, but the top is new.
It would seem someone built it onto a structure that was already here.
I had no idea there were any towers in this area. I wonder when it was built.
Well, judging by how new the top looks, I'd say it was pretty recent.
Do you think Barbos built it?
The Blood Alliance is one of the bigger guilds, but even they couldn't build something like this.
Rigaud. He must have been putting up the funds.
Hey, yeah, that would make sense.
We still ain't any closer to figuring out why they built something like this, though.
Yeah, it is a bit of a thing. Ah, I see. There's a more area. Looks like that witch over there is guarding a treasure chest. So we can get that too. Woohoo! Did it really just give me a dee-dee-dee-dee-dee noise? Like, why? You're not actually guarding anything. Why do I care?
Let's work together. You're using too many arts.
Guess I overdid it.
Flickering blaze, burn! Oh, flickering blaze, burn! Hey, help me out when I'm casting!
Rely on me!
Holy power, come to me!
Very well. Concentrate our efforts.
Holy cloak. Yay, new dress. We have a gate in the way of the gear, so we're gonna have to go turn the gears in the proper order again.
Gather round!
Den of this modest land. Holy power, come to me. First aid. Holy power, come to me. First aid.
You wanted to make this a slap fight, you get a slap fight. Hey, stay out of this.
That will suffice.
It's a slap fight. It's not your business. Good job. Good job, gang. Go to lunch.
Let's eliminate them. What the hell am I doing?
This is not great.
I am so gonna make you hurt. Holy power, fireball! 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 Now! First fireball! Fireball! Flickering blaze, burn! Help me out here! Holy power,
That will suffice.
We got some of the air column. How exciting. Such brain power usage.
sorry if I hurt you. Oh, din of this forest, come to me. First aid. Behold! First aid. Take that. Holy power, come to me. This is power. Holy power, come to me.
It'll be 100 years before you can beat me.
I really do appreciate that I can just run up to those witches and just slap them with my belt until they give up. It's great. Yay, spike hammer for Carol. You know what? Why am I not swapping out these two? There you go. Carol, Judy, have fun.
looks scary.
Like this?
Don't die.
Somebody wonderful. You okay?
It's doing this again. Carol, you're fine. Quit whining.
Oh, the sign of victory. Okay. Yay! Good job.
You are not stealing Rita's girlfriend. No. Estelle? Don't fall to her elven wiles. No. That's a little irritating. I was hoping that it might be a full heal spot.
Leave it to me. Strong, didn't you?
Please be done with the games. Thank you.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye. Just a origin of this modest land. Starblast! Pierce Buster! The light that's enough! I am so gonna make you hurt! In peace! Starblast! Now! Starblast! Now!
This is my style.
Now! Starblast!
ride. We did not get a full heal, and I was kind of hoping on
Back
it.
again, you stubborn punk.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hey, the core in that sword. Is that the core to the Aqua Blastia?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
These fools don't know when to give up. Capua Nor, Dongrest, and now all the way to Gasfarost. I've always hated kids.
Barbos, this has gone on long enough. Save what's left of your honor and give up.
The knights will be here any moment. Any further resistance is futile.
That's right, you're finished.
Oh, this is far from finished. I put 10 years into building Gasfarost's spire, and while it stands, nothing can stop me. And with that man in the Empire wrapped around my finger, I was able to build my magnificent Blastia!
That man?
Ragu?
You think I'm just gonna let you waste the lower quarters core like this?
Oh, it won't go to waste. I'll use this to eliminate Whitehorse, and then I will be leader of the guilds. Then the Empire is next. With this power at my disposal, the very world will be mine. And I'll start with you! Begone, worms!
Is everyone all right?
Sword is gonna be a problem.
Problem? Is that thing even legal?
It is very powerful.
The Blastia seems to be working just fine.
What?
What's wrong?
You haven't won yet.
All right, playtime's over. Time to wipe Dongrest off the map, and you along with it.
Get down.
What?
Oh, it's Luke. Did he just drain the air from the Blastia?
What is that?
What happened to not having any time or interest?
Hey, that's...
Rita, never mind that.
Piece of crap!
Looks like the tables have turned, Barbos.
So, all that fancy wisdom and the power of the Blastia were nothing but a sham.
Oh, did you just insult Blastia in front of Rita?
Should have known from the start that I'd have to depend on my own strength. Take up your swords!
You know, he was so much easier to deal with when he was all drunk on power.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than an enlightened idiot.
I am the only man to stand as Whitehorse's equal in battle. Now you will know the power of Barbos the Stormblast and his Blood Alliance! Little punks! You'll rue this! Go on!
So how badly are we fucked? Because I think we're pretty fucked. Especially since I don't have my party in the correct order. No weaknesses, no strengths.
Give up and receive your due punishment as the law demands.
You little punks are nothing to me. I'll squash you like bugs. Then I'll squash the Union and rule the world.
Even dreams need a little reality. Otherwise, things just end bad. You okay?
Are you okay? I'm okay.
I see you.
I'm not feeling so hot.
Yeah, we're kind of fucked. Okay, let's see if we can't get our way out of this with a light bottle. Light bottle.
Holy power, come to me. This is power. I'm fine. Holy power, come to me. Help me out here. Holy power, come to me. Fireball. I'm fine. How did this happen? Are you okay? Sorry. Holy power, come to me. Help me out here.
Like this?
Why is there a new witch?
You okay? Thanks. Hey! It's not over yet. I'm fine. I'm fine. They were never heard from again.
Yeah, so to do this, this is doable. I need to go back down, refill my supplies, get the proper party set up, recover everyone, and come at this properly, which I don't think I want to do today because I have a big day tomorrow. So, do we have anyone to raid into? Slash, do we have enough people to bother raiding? How many folks do we have sitting around for us to go in and raid with? Not enough. So I'll just let everyone go out and do what they will. Thanks for coming by. Peace, and next time, we'll kick Barbos's ass. Next time is probably going to be Wednesday.